Yeah, how's it going, guys? It's Richard Unicorn Caller here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I actually have a special guest. You've probably seen her on the channel a couple times from here and there. She doesn't really talk much, but give it up for the one and only lovely Nicole Lifewalker. And then she there's hey, she talked. Hey, what's up, Nicole? Oh God, man.
It's me.
Yes.
I'm not Nicole.
Yo, okay, it's Mario. Alright, my bad. It's Mario. Mario's gonna help me talk to you guys about guilds, basically, and the whole biz about guilds. You know, a lot of you guys have been wanting guilds for a long time. A lot of people in general do want guilds in the game, so we're just gonna talk about how the system could work and stuff like that, and see if they could implement that in Wizard101, but without using the nostalgia of previous games, which include Free Realm. So if you guys don't know, Free Realm was an older, similar type of MMO game back in the day. Obviously, it's not around now, but that game had a type of guild system. Now, this guild system would allow you to basically make this group of your friends or other people that you recruit and basically just have a good little time with your guild, basically. A good social interactive feature that we've been wanting in Wizard101 for the longest. We've seen this in many video games before, just not with Wizard101 in general. Now, Nicole over here, she's played a little bit of Free Realms, and, you know, she knows a little tiny bit about guilds. She wasn't too much into the guild era, but Nicole, do you have, like, any types of follow-ups or any types of, like, I don't know, information you can give us about, like, guilds or what it was for or something like that? Like, what was the main purpose of guilds for some people that you saw when people made guilds in Free Realms? Anything you could add on?
Yeah, I mainly saw people use guilds for grinding and farming. There would be like those kinds of groups, and then the other groups were people who wanted to do, mostly kids, who wanted to do like role playing and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually, yeah, okay, that's actually a good idea, actually. Whatchamacallit? That's actually going better than our other scrappy
Wizard101 has a very big roleplay community.
Oh, they probably do. Yeah, they probably do. I've seen a lot of roleplay in this game.
Wait, I remember the commons.
Yeah, you remember the commons, Woo Realm, all that stuff. Sometimes it wasn't roleplay, sometimes it was real. It'd be like, Mom, Daddy. I'm like, what?
It's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah, so it's hard to tell if people are role-playing or whatever they're saying is genuine. it's kind of hard, but Nicole, that is a good idea, though, that people use guilds and stuff like that.
But mostly I saw it for, like, farming dungeons and things like that.
Oh, man.
Just to get, like, special gear and whatnot. Yeah. Just to have people to farm with.
How I would long for that in Wizard101 to actually have a team to farm with. How I've longed for that. Because, you know, the only thing we got in Wiz is, like, the friends list. You know, sometimes the friends list can't be so reliable.
We also have team-ups, but that's kind of more of a temporary, you know, it's not like a permanent thing or long-term.
Oh, okay.
It's short-term, like, you just join team up to find people.
So, are you talking about, like, a matchmaking system, basically?
We already have that with team-ups, but with guilds, it's kind of like, it's more long-term people you farm with, like you go questing with, and things like that. And
it's basically your own circle group of friends and stuff like that, you know? You know, team up is randomized. You know, you're just going in with random people you don't know, and maybe those people are generally just not good at the game. I would know this because I've helped over 2,000 teams before, and I'll tell you this: some of these people were really bad at the game. I ain't gonna lie.
With team ups, it's kind of randomized, and with guilds, people kind of find their people.
Yeah, like you have your own group of people that you make in your guild. Yeah,
it's more set, and you all have like a shared goal. Like you the same quest line or something like that.
Yeah,
That you're
okay.
all working towards or working on.
That makes sense, though. What you're saying, though, that actually makes a lot of sense, though. I wasn't even thinking about guilds. I was thinking more on like the social terms, but you're going far and beyond to talking about questing and farming gear. Like I wasn't even thinking about that. Thank you, Nicole, for sharing that. That's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because whatchamacallit, when I was thinking about guilds in this game, I was thinking on the more social interactive terms, like, oh, people can basically just talk to each other or have their own group of, like, school friends that they have, make their own little group.
Yeah, that's your friends list.
Yeah, that's what, yeah, you're right. That's pretty much your friends list.
Guilds have, like, a shared goal, or, like...
Yeah, that's true.
It's a little more purposeful than, just friends on the list.
That is true. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that. And you said for farming or even role playing, maybe making a little theater type of guild or something like that. Yeah, I think that's all pretty good. I know there's going to be a lot of worries about the type of name your guild is, and in the free realms, your guild would actually have to be approved. So obviously, if you had something horrible in your guild name, obviously it wouldn't get approved. But
obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
They blacklist certain words.
Exactly. And then, you know what? I think that's honestly going to be the main barrier of why they wouldn't make guilds, because they're trying to keep Wizard101 as family friendly as possible, and we've seen this countless of times. People getting banned for sharing their Discord names, or 10-year mutes. I mean, that 10 years for getting muted. I mean, that's brutal. 10 years is a lot. Like, some people might not even be playing the game for 10 years, And we talked about how they've updated the chat filters. You can't really say as much stuff as you could anymore. Like, you couldn't say LMFAO and stuff like that. We talked about all that stuff, and that 2008 model of trying to be family friendly, I think they are still stuck on, and that's going to be one of the main barriers of why I think guilds is going to hit kind of like a roadblock or obstacle course of if they want to make it or not. Obviously, they can make a system to maybe blacklist some words, obviously, for a guild name, but I feel like a lot of people might go around the chat filter settings of the system, make something really offensive, and then they have to report their guild, and then they have to look at it, and then, I don't know, but hopefully, though, we do get guilds, though, Nicole, and you mentioned stuff like farming and stuff like that, grouping together. I believe that guilds should get bonuses for playing within their guilds, maybe get some drop rate bonuses.
Oh, yes. That's another thing that happens, in World of Warcraft when you are in a guild.
When you're in a guild.
You get different perks than you would if you were just going solo. If you were farming something solo. Like you guys all split the loot, or you get bonuses and things like that.
Oh, okay.
For grinding together, basically.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely adds incentive to play with other people. I mean, I know a lot of solo players, believe it or not, a lot of people do play this game by themselves, and there are just some bosses, there are just some areas of the game where you just cannot just be your sole wizard, and it's always easy having another wizard at your help, even though I know the frustration that some people aren't as good at this game. Obviously, some people might not have the best gear, or might have the best strategy, or common sense in general when it comes to this game. Trust me, I've been through so many dungeons. I had a death wizard that didn't know what bad juju was, and the fire wizard got real pissed at that. But it's a good feature though to have guilds and teaming up with other players, though, especially with the perks you mentioned from World of Warcraft. I mean, that could definitely be seen as an advantage, especially concerning drop rates in this game, because Nicole, the drop rates in this game are just really bad.
You can increase the drop rates. When you go and
they could
guild, and
or they can just increase the drop rates, and exactly, they can just increase it in general.
Increases for things.
Yeah, it just adds more incentive to play with other people. So I think guilds in this game would be honestly a great feature. I think it's absolutely long overdue. I don't know if we're gonna get that next update or what, but I'm hoping that we do get guilds, and if we do get guilds, I'll be making one, and of course all of you guys watching right now can join the guilds, even though I probably won't be playing as much, but it really would be fun to just have your own group of people, your own type of clique, basically, you know. Especially if it can have maybe some perks and benefits, especially maybe, I don't know, like a gold bank that you can put in your guild or something like that, like a guild bank or something like that, or maybe even some rewards for doing some activities with your guilds, like questing together or fighting together, or maybe even doing some guild wars in the game against other guild players, maybe guild versus guild in PvP, especially for a lot of the PvP enthusiasts. So again, guilds just has a wide range variety of stuff they can do. I'm just afraid that King's Isle would release a guild, but they're not going to take on the full potential of it, you know? Stuff like Free Realms and, like you said, World of Warcraft. I feel like they're not really going to take advantage of the opportunity and the creativity they can really go with guilds. But what do I know? I'm just a 21-year-old. I don't know nothing.
I feel like it would also encourage a lot more in-game interactions. So instead of people like gathering on Discord and making a guild, they could just do it in-game, and it would solve that problem.
Exactly, you know, and again,
I guess the people like asking for Discords and stuff.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, it wouldn't prevent it. People are still going to do that anyway. But
yeah,
like, it would just put the focus more into the game.
Exactly.
By adding that mechanic.
And they're really strict. I mean, I tell this to everybody. They're really, really strict. I tell y'all this now. You cannot share your Discord. Don't do it, especially in public. Just don't do it. If the system picks up that you're using types of like numbers or types of wording with it, you know, you can potentially get a 10-year mute. And we saw a case of this with one of the wizards. Poor wizard got muted for 10 years. Just be careful about sharing information, you know, and just read their terms and conditions if you really have to. But generally, they just don't want anybody sharing any personal information. As a streamer myself,
there's like little kids who play that game still, even
you know,
most of us are like 20 now.
20, I'm 21.
And we grew up with the game. You know, there's still kids who are on there.
Yeah, there's still or people that are in school and teenagers and stuff like that. And I understand this.
It's a family game, so you got all different kinds of people on there.
Yeah, and you can't pull them out of the family game either. Like, they're not gonna put like blood and gore in this game. You know, like they're not gonna do any of that, or they're not really gonna lift any restrictions because they're trying to basically keep that family-friendly tag. You know, they're trying to make it more desirable as a game and a little bit more acceptable for most people, even though we do need some stuff like name change and possibly guilds. But again, that 2008 model, like that being family friendly, might be a barrier for some things and a lot of things. And I talked about how they can make a custom name tracker just like in Fusion Fall, but again, I don't think they're going to do that, obviously. You know, tons of names, but again, we go into that 2008 model being family friendly and stuff like that. I really hope they do add guilds and, you know, other stuff like that. Hope they really branch out their creativity and opportunities. But I don't know. I will see what happens. Definitely, again, don't share your personal information unless you want to get muted for a decade. I don't know what would happen if I got muted for 10 years. I think I would just quit, or I just not talk at all. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you, Nicole. That was very insightful, actually. That was actually very in-depth. Yeah. So, again, Nicole, a live walker. Hope you guys enjoyed her company. Maybe I'll convince her to get in some more little whiz videos. So, yeah, Nicole, you have anything else to say for the viewers? Anything else you want to say real quick?
Thank you for watching, and thank you for having me.
Yay, Nicole! Hey!
Yay!
Yay, alright. So, yes, thank you guys for watching, and let me know your guys' thoughts on guilds and stuff like that, and other stuff, maybe a mailing system, banks, and stuff like that. Just let us know in the comments below. Love to know your thoughts. My name is Richard Unicorn Caller, and we're signing out. Peace out.